The clock struck midnight, its chimes echoing through the stillness of the sleepy town. A thick fog curled like ghostly fingers across the deserted streets, muffling footsteps and swallowing the faint glow of flickering street lamps. In the distance, a low, mournful whistle pierced the silence, slow, haunting, and chilling, as if carried from another realm. Jacob stood at the edge of the old train station platform, his breath visible in the cold night air. The rusty tracks stretched ahead, disappearing into the darkness like veins leading deep into the unknown. He'd heard the rumors, whispered tales of a ghostly train that only ran at midnight, ferrying souls lost between life and death. Most dismissed it as superstition, a story to scare children. But tonight, Jacob's heart thumped with a restless curiosity he couldn't shake. From the shadows, the faint clatter of wheels on rails began. Irregular at first, like the stuttering heartbeat of something alive, then growing steadily louder. The air vibrated with an eerie hum, punctuated by the distant clang of a bell, tolling a somber rhythm. Suddenly, a thick black locomotive emerged from the fog, its surface gleaming as if wet with dew, though no rain had fallen. Lanterns on its sides flickered with a ghostly blue flame, casting twisted shadows that danced like phantoms along the platform. No passengers were visible through the darkened windows, only empty seats staring back like hollow eyes. The train's whistle blew again, a long, keening wail that seemed to reach inside Jacob's chest, stirring memories he didn't understand. A cold wind swept the platform, carrying whispers, distant voices murmuring names, pleas, warnings, barely audible, yet unmistakably real. Jacob's fingers tightened around the worn handle of his suitcase. Something deep inside told him this was no ordinary train. He stepped closer, the boards creaking beneath his feet, his heartbeat rising to a frantic tempo. The door slid open with a chilling hiss, revealing a narrow, dimly lit corridor stretching into endless darkness. The scent of old wood, rust, and something faintly metallic filled the air, a smell both inviting and terrifying. With a final glance back at the empty streets swallowed by fog, Jacob took a deep breath and stepped inside. As the door closed behind him, the world outside faded. The train began to move, carrying him away from the living and into the realm of restless souls. The heavy door slid shut with a final echoing thud behind Jacob. The dim glow of the lanterns cast long, wavering shadows that seemed to creep along the walls like silent watchers. The train hummed softly beneath his feet, a deep vibration that pulsed through the wooden floorboards and into his bones. A faint murmur drifted through the air, whispers that brushed against his ears like a cold breath. Names, half remembered and forgotten, floated in and out of clarity. Jacob's skin prickled. He strained to listen, but the voices were elusive, slipping away just as he tried to grasp them. The narrow corridor stretched ahead, lined with old, ornate doors. Each one bore a brass plaque, worn and tarnished, inscribed with dates and names long lost to time. The air was thick with the scent of dust, aged wood, and something else, a metallic tang, like dried blood. Suddenly, the train jolted sharply, sending Jacob stumbling forward. The windows rattled violently as the whistle howled, echoing through the darkness outside. The fog pressed against the glass like a living thing, swirling with ghostly shapes that twisted and writhed, faces emerging then fading into mist. Jacob's heart pounded. He clutched his suitcase tighter, his eyes darting down the corridor. From behind one of the doors came a faint, rhythmic tapping, slow, deliberate, like fingernails rapping on wood. The sound grew louder, closer. He turned away,